board and safety announcements. First off, should we hit any of those famous Florida icebergs out here, I have to abandon this vessel. There are life jackets located underneath each of the seats. Life jackets for any of the children, anyone under 90 pounds, located downstairs. Secondly, for that docking process, as we're coming into and as we're coming out of the dock, we're going to want to stay out of the view of the captain. Make sure the captain can't see you as you're docking. Got to give him a field GEDs, lock especially. And lastly, we're regulated by Mr. Coast Guard. Mr. Coast Guard says no smoking. So, no cigarettes, no e-cigarettes, none of those sticky, icky, green Colorado cigarettes on this vessel. However, we do encourage drinking on this boat. We got the cheapest bar in all of Fort Lauderdale right downstairs. We got $5 margaritas, $5 rum and cokes. We can get you a Bud Light, Corona, a White Claw, a wine of various flavors. And of course, if you really want to hit hard, we do have water, Coke, Diet Coke, even some apple juice for the kids. So we can get you anything at all. Just give the bartenders a shout. We'd be happy to help. We got one of our shoebox water taxis over on the left-hand side. Kind of look like a shoebox. Oh, they're in training right now. That's a new captain on board. This home on the left-hand side used to belong to the Taco Bell family. Those are the Bells. Pretty cool. They said Fort Lauderdale was too hot for them. Actually ended up moving to Arizona. On the right-hand side, this place used to belong to old Wayne Huizinga. Wayne Huizinga is the only guy that bring you 3 different Fortune 500 companies. They all before the age of 50. He brought you Waste Management, Auto Nation, and a Blockbuster video. Really miss Blockbuster. Renting those movies every Friday night. Maybe a video game with the birds and birds. Actually sold Blockbuster video only like 8 months before Netflix made its debut, so that was. You'll notice a beautiful bell tower at the center there. They've got real gold inlay on the staircase. You have a jacuzzi at the top. Current owner of this property is Charles West of Pet Supermarket. That's right, folks. Dog food bought that lovely home. This place over on the right-hand side, that's a Spank home. They made that home like 10 years ago. They thought it was going to sell right away. Boy, were they wrong. Sat there that whole 10 years. No one was very interested in the place. Guess it belonged more like in Cape Fear or something like that. Well, someone finally purchased it like a couple months ago. The intentions of the buyer just to tear down, build whatever they want on the property. So no one will have ever gotten to live in that lovely home. But that's nothing new. No billionaire out in Fort Lauderdale wants to move into another billionaire's old home. Kind of the rule they've got going. Unwritten rule, unspoken rule. We got this contemporary home over on the left-hand side. Airport terminal style home. Actually, bulletproof windows. Instead of testing it out with actual bullets, they tested it out with a loaded potato gun. Pretty cool. Must have been a whole lot of fun. Let's see here. There's actually a time where these were all like trailer homes. So we'll have one of the last homes from that time zone. It actually used to be a lot smaller. And then Fort Lauderdale walked up to him and said, hey man, you can't just have a trailer home here. So we're going to say that there's a square footage requirement now. Okay, so you got to go. Well, instead of going, they built that back section there out of some lumbar, made it the double wide it is today, and called it a day. They haven't heard from Fort Lauderdale since. Seems to be working out for them. Old Wayne Huizinga, owner of that gigantic property back there, had a little habit of buying properties here in Fort Lauderdale, gifting them to random family members and friends. All these properties gifts by Wayne Huizinga to various family members. Gifted that yellow mansion to his daughter. Of course, she didn't want the place after a couple of years, sold it because she said it was too small for them. After her 4th child, she had to vacate. Must have been one large baby. Thing has like 10 bedrooms. Bruce Willis and Debbie Moore used to rent that place out as well. That was back when she was filming striptease here in Fort Lauderdale. They'd always wave to the taxi as well. They were pretty cool. They'd always say hi to us. That's rare out here. Now, if anyone has any of that Kohl's cash burning a hole in your pocket, so where all your Kohl's cash is going, you help pay for this lovely home over on the left-hand side. You also help pay for them to be able to buy up their neighbor's home and tear it down just so they can have the vacant lot to themselves. They actually bought up their neighbor's home for $1 million above what they were trying to sell it for. Yes, just get them out of there quicker. Living on the water does not make you exempt from fires. This fire to the right-hand side was raging for over 3 hours. I got like a lung full of smoke that day. That was like the only victory, honestly. Everyone else was fine. We're going to have one of the pricier homes on the road. Over on the right-hand side, this home is currently $52 million. One of the most expensive ones, able to withstand a Category 5 hurricane, so strong enough to hold winds of up to 130 miles per hour. To build this spot, we had a 4 layer of concrete, with that concrete cure in like 28 days. And another layer of concrete, that's another 28 days to cure in. And continue that process for like 4 or 5 years until the home is finally finished. Strongest one on earth. There were palm trees outside, not native to Fort Lauderdale. Go from about 8,000 to 10,000 a piece for decoration. So you got like 10, 20, 30, 40. Some expensive palm trees. This is the sandbar to our left-hand side. It's a very nice spot. It's called Beer Can Island. At low tide, it'll be like half up. People just be casually strolling around there. Eating a little on-the-water restaurant that stops out there sometimes on the weekends. Jay's Food Bar. The owner's son brings your food on little dinghy boats that I throw up to you. The owner of this island pretty much not sick of people showing up on his island and partying, trashing the place. So to keep a closer watch on his island, he took out all the trees that used to be there, all the mangroves that used to be there, all the shrubbery, which you'll find that was the only thing actually keeping his island an island. So kind of wrote it into the sandbar. Became the most popular party spot on the water. Kind of backfired on the guy. Had to pay property taxes like 2 years after it became a sandbar. So, that was real stuff. Now, one of the pricier homes on our route, once again, they pay like $13,000 a month on their property taxes. I think it's the lowest property tax home here in Fort Lauderdale. This is remains on top. The White House of Fort Lauderdale. Owned by Jack Hutchings, he created the electromagnetic flood system for your General Motors vehicles. Basically, it keeps your car's AC unit from freezing out on you. Kind of a necessity here at Fort Lauderdale. So he came up with that invention while working for GM. And they said, alright, thank you. Hours now, you work for us. So that's how it works. So you had to take him to court. It's like a 5-year-long battle. There's like family left him and stuff. He almost lost all of his money, but managed to do a complete turnaround when he got $2.50 for each General Motors vehicle that left with his invention. As you can see by that home there, his last years were lived in luxury, past like at least 40, 30 years of his life.